I haven't like sat down like played any of the levels like in like months, so the little like cartridge things like enter levels. These are just like the model from like the 3DS system menu when you put in a DS game. Where I put like a Pikachu on it.
Yeah.
No, but like Loki though. Like
Press B to read
no.
signs. This specific sign is an homage to a sign in Undertale that says press Z to read signs.
Yeah, I remember.
I always thought that was like an underrated joke. This whole like play place level instead. Of all games, I got the inspiration to make this a level from Mega Man Sprite game. Cause like the final dungeon in that game is like this huge like play place where like some kid died in it or something, and it's like so different from like the rest of the game. I thought it made like a really interesting aesthetic. I want to like kind of capture the same feeling in it. I also kind of just want to make it like a little like tutorial for like basic like Celeste 64 gameplay, because I know a lot of my friends had not played Celeste 64, so and I think it does like maybe enough to like explain it. Actually, I think about this right here could be a little kinder, because there's no like wall keeping you from falling off the platform once you make the jump. Oh yeah, shout out to the weird like Celeste 64 was not meant to have transparent textures, I think, so
yeah.
it just does that with this specific texture. Also, the music here is from Robots for Game Boy Advance. That soundtrack is extremely good. I highly recommend listening. This secret, not a lot of people found this. How old am I? I'm an adult. I'm multiple decades old. Am I really? I feel like I haven't progressed in life at all since I was 14. I feel like I still act like a dumb kid everywhere I go. But I can't stop it. This is just who I am. Do I try to bite my tongue and actually grow up? Do I just indulge in it? Do I have my weird immature ways? The second option sounds nicer, but I feel like it alienates everyone. Even my friends. Since making this game, I've now like gotten a job, so I'm not sure how well I agree with that sign, but that's something I think about. The hub world music I pulled from Ice Age 2 on Game Boy Advance. There's a guy named like Ian Stalker, and he did the soundtracks for a couple licensed games, like just a couple like GBA games. Ice Age 2, Robots, Sims Breaking Out. And like, despite making soundtracks for like the dumbest, lowest budget games ever made, he like went hard on them. He made some really lovely songs. So of course I had to like use a couple in this game. This donut here, I realized when making this level you can just kind of climb around down here, and that like looked bad. I decided to make that a feature and hide a donut here.
Yeah.
This specific donut here being in the waterfall. I'm surprised how many people like struggled to find this, because I thought everyone agreed the gamer thing was to check waterfalls, you know? Why didn't no one find it?
Because not moving.
I guess. Originally the hub world was a lot bigger with like super like spread out platforms. Some levels you had to do like a short platforming challenge to even reach. I ended up not liking that at all, so I decided to like make it feel more like a little place than a level. And that's something I really liked doing with this game, was just making little places, pretty much. Alright. Suburbs, 2 donuts. Suburbs was the first level I would make. Like, when I was first messing with Trench Boom, I would just like mess with like the existing Celeste 64 levels and then decide to just throw this together to like figure out making a level from scratch, and you can kind of tell it's the case.
Well,
I didn't even know if I wanted to like make this a proper level or not, but I decided to keep it because I thought it was interesting. That's also why there's no music, because for the longest time this game just didn't have a soundtrack, because it was hard to figure out how to implement music in this engine. But once I figured out how to put in music, I figured this level was just fine being quiet, actually.
Yeah.
The actual like look of it, I made up like some just street names, but I made like the skybox this like weird like desert
Oh, you can see it.
compared to like everything
You can see the
else.
scene.
Yeah,
The world is fake.
but yeah, I wanted to like juxtapose this like nice grass with a desert skybox because it looks like the neighborhood I live in. I live in a very fake looking neighborhood in Idaho. The second you leave the division, it's suddenly like dirt everywhere.
Yeah.
This house isn't like a model or anything. It's basically just a series of platforms arranged together to look like a house.
I mean, that's how you make most things, really.
This is the only time the bubble feature is ever used in this game, if I remember correctly. I probably should have implemented in a few more areas so you can beat this game deathless. I mean, I guess you can beat the game deathless, but you can't 100% it. Ah! Also, all the skyboxes are sourced from the Sven Co-op map database. So a lot of these are just from from Half-Life and Sven Co-op custom
Yeah, I
maps.
assume that would be like a 3D wallpaper or something.
No, I just looked up like free skybox online and found this like nice forest one, and then just kept stealing from the same
That's
page.
pretty cool.
The mall level was one that's like, I was not satisfied with this. I thought about scrapping it. I should have like gotten more ambitious with it, but whatever. It's fine. I was also told I had to use this song somewhere in the game, so yeah, this is the song from Barbie Horse Adventures on Game Boy Advance. I like that game. Originally I had these like two of these benches like facing each other, but a lot of people found it way too hard to reach that donut, so I made a special vending machine to reach it. And it made it a lot easier, but I can still do it with the bench. It's just camera does not behave well when trying to do it.
That's fucked up.
Saw 64 is not like it's a funky engine.
Boy.
You can clearly tell it's a game engine made in like a week.
My code is washed. Can
I
you
mean, the
get
dev
the
is mean. I'm the
ceiling
dev.
donut?
What did I ever do to you?
You're washed. Can't get the ceiling donut from the bench.
I can't beat my own video game. Alright,
Yeah.
finally use the vending machine. But know that real gamers use the bench. There we go. Also, here's Medic from Team Fortress 2.
Like a grossly high quality medic.
Super early development before I even knew I wanted to make Pika game. Oh, whoops. Originally started as like... trying to think. Originally just started as like a Celeste 64 repainted kind of thing. And Medic was just like a replacement for one of the sign models. And I decided it would be funny to just throw them around in a few places. And I think that ended up like really sticking out to a lot of people. It's like, why is he here? This is funny.
He has a job.
Alright.
Oh, hi, Serge.
So the beach area, during development, I took like a break because I went on a trip back to Oregon where most of my family lives. And one week, like a couple days during the trip, we went out to the beach. And I remember just sitting there staring at the ocean, just thinking like, I want to make this a place in my game. So I tried to adapt as much as I could. I tried to use this like gray cloudy skybox to like go alongside the beach, because this is just what beaches look like in Oregon. They're kind of beautiful. Like everyone always associates the ocean and beaches with like super like sunny summer days and stuff. All the beaches I've ever been to are like cold, and you have to like wear a coat to get to them. But they're beautiful, so it's okay. Right, this donut's a little mean.
That's fucked.
Nope. You see, it prepares you for the like final stretch of the tower, so it's okay.
I guess in a way this is my first time seeing some parts of this game.
Come on.
This looks
Nice.
evil. You know what? This reminds me of the fucking
Yeah,
the like
guided.
island and goat simulator.
Only time I ever used these like dash refill items. I probably could have used them more, but they're here.
You should have put more boats.
You didn't use them at the final level?
Nope.
Mm.
Those are the like dash crystals that give you 2 dashes, by the way. Actually, in the files, there's the dash crystal that gives you 1 dash, and I made the model for that, the Duracell battery from Pikmin 2. I wish I used that. Also unused in the files are the Granny and Theo NPCs, reskinned to be Eevee and Wooper, respectively, but because of limitations, I ended up not using them. I didn't know how to do, like, multiple NPCs at the time.
What is this?
Why do we create? Why do humans put so much work into making a work of art? Seems like a waste, right? Why am I bothering to put this much work into this game? I'm not going to make money from it. It's going to be a free game. I could be working and making money instead, contributing to society. But I don't. Why? So, all I ever want to do is make. I've been obsessed with the idea of making a game and someone plays it. A person that I've never, ever met. The idea that I made something meaningful for this total stranger. It's a beautiful thought. I just want to make something cool and it speaks to someone. But will anyone even play it? I mean, I'm sure my friends will play it and say it's cool. But what about strangers? Will this game have the slightest bit of reach for someone else to try it? I have to get eyes on this somehow, and someone would have to actually want to play it. That sounds impossible. Nobody would want to play this game. It looks dumb on the surface. This game has an energy to it that only speaks to myself. It'll simply be lost in the sea of endless content available on the internet. Why bother uploading online in the first place? Well, why not? I'm having a lot of fun making this game. This is the first time in years I felt this inspired to just make a game. Might as well keep making it for fun, than upload it for the heck of it. Life is fun. I was feeling incredibly not confident in this project at all.
Yeah.
I wasn't even sure whether to like even call it a video game, since it's just a mod of some other video game, so...
Yeah, it's the mark of the devil. Look at him.
He's evil!
Medic. Hey, wanna see something cool? Look at this.
Oh,
No, actually, I don't want to see anything cool ever.
Yeah, you can just go under that thing and just fall to the
Oh.
ground. Someone suggested hiding a donut there. I liked that idea, but I decided that'd be too evil, so I didn't do it.
Like, imagine being a normal person that wants to get off of donuts and just get here. I can't even imagine.
She'd be so mad. I'm glad I didn't do that.
I would kill this game.
The music here is National Park from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't know if the title screen music was National Park from the original, like, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. I really love National Park. It's a beautiful song. That's the thing, because I don't like the Game Boy sound chip that much. A lot of music on it just sounds kind of gross, but they did it so well with National Park. And the rest of that game's soundtrack, too. There's some beautiful songs in that game. This whole level
Sojourner
here.
asks, I don't know if you answered this before, but why donuts?
I thought
Donuts,
it'd
yeah.
be cute.
True.
Genuinely no
Donut.
particular reason why the
Donut.
collectibles donuts. I just thought, like,
Donut.
a Pikachu eating donuts is a cute thought. I like that.
Yeah.
So I did it.
It's a Homer
Okay.
apparition I got you.
I can't go more posts on the stream.
Also, this whole level is basically just kind of ripping on, like, Pseudo Regalia's library level. Because I liked how in that level there were, like, books you could, like, read entries from, and they were, like, kind of weird and a little cryptic on what they really meant. I thought that was cool. Others. This is based on, or this entry here is for Castle in the Sky, the spell of destruction at the end. It's my favorite movie ever. I highly recommend watching. Wait a second. I managed to make it this far only because you were here with me. Don't you understand? You made me strong. You go. I don't know what I would... Don't go. You're more important than anything. That is taken from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Everybody's into different things. There's no need to hide it. You should be more confident. That is taken from Onimai, an anime. You're really the kind of person you want to hang out with, right? I barely remember what she was really like at this point. Oh, sorry. You're probably wondering who I am. Honestly, I don't really know anymore. Nobody special, I guess. But then, that's the whole reason you're here, right? I get it. I can't just hide here forever and pretend I don't exist. I'm sure I'll find something worth being awake for. Maybe I'll finally get into photography. That'd be nice, I think. So thanks, Goat Bunny Cat Lady. Sybil? Got it. I'll make sure to write it down as soon as I wake up. I don't want to forget you, too. I'm sure you've got someone else to help out, right? So yeah, thanks. Take care, Sybil. That's taken from the ending to Pseudo Regalia. It keeps its tail to raise it. It keeps its tail raised to monitor its surroundings. If you yank its tail, it will try to bite you. It stars electricity and electric sacs on its cheeks. When it releases pent-up energy in a burst, the electric power is equal to a lightning bolt. That's... If I remember correctly, that's cut together from a few of Pikachu's Pokedex entries. I think one of them is the Gen 2 Pokedex entry and the other is the Gen 3 Pokedex entry. It's not what you have or what you can do.
Correct.
Just being born, living your life. Before you know it, you're already special to someone. That's taken from Persona 4. Do you hear the baby stars? Those newborns will grow up to be on galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, so the cycle of life continues. The cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So you'll see. Super Mario Galaxy? Strange doll in a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly, and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. That's
I know what that
the...
means.
That's the... I can't remember what the item is called. One of the key items in Dark Souls 1. When you like someone, you can't help but remember the most trivial of things. You feel happy seeing anything that reminds you of them. And sooner or later, you start loving those very things too. Thanks to that, your world only expands. From the comic series I Love Amy. B-games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely. They're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building than its polished products. That's from Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I was replaying that game at some point while I was making Pika game. That specific quote really, like, helped me feel validated in this project. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with, those who are born with worth, and everybody else. No matter how hard a lowly human tries, will never be the same as someone who is born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means, unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. People with talent don't become talented, they're just born with their abilities right from the start. That's meant to accompany this here. There's more to life than just talent. That was something the teacher told me, but Your life won't be interesting just because you have a talent. By getting involved with others and making memories, hope, which is more important than talent, is born. I have fun playing with you, I think. Those are both taken from Danganronpa, of all things. Danganronpa 2 and then the anime Danganronpa 3, respectively.
Vandalism.
Like how it's like stretched the Skybox
That's a
gods.
big ass moon.
Yeah. I think in general, the Skyboxes got a little stretched when importing them. This one caught it the worst, which is funny.
The widest moon ever recorded.
Kind of tough.
Also, one more little secret about the library. Look closely at the bookshelf texture. I put a trans flag there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that like vaguely.
I didn't notice. I was looking.
Sky, 5 donuts.
What?
Is that a
People
command
assume this
there?
level is like an ode to specifically Sky, but no, this is just, I just want to make a Sky level.
Yeah, you want to make a sky level.
Specifically, the inspiration for this came from, Zelda Twilight Princess, the Temple in the Sky. One of the, like a really cool dungeon in that game. And that had like a very interesting aesthetic to it that you could also very clearly tell they were taking from Castle in the Sky there, so...
This reminds me of Tekken 7 Infinite Azure stage.
What's the music used for this part?
This is also from Robots on Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I thought
Can-
this would be from Metroid or something.
No, again, that soundtrack for that game is like so interesting. In fact, the stream intro music was also pulled from Robots.
It's pretty
Laputa, Cast in the Sky. It's a truly beautiful film. When I had first watched it, I knew immediately it was something special. But what bugged me is, I didn't really know why. I had been telling people in casual conversation it was my favorite movie, but why? I could never properly articulate into words why it connected with me. Yet, whenever I'd watch it, I'd be overwhelmed with the beauty in that film. I still can't put to words why it clicks with me in every way. Even when later Ghibli films like Whisper of the Heart and The Wind Rises would have core messages that hit me more, it was Cast in the Sky I cherished the most. Maybe I'll understand when I'm older. 29 donuts. I missed one somewhere. Shoot.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's a mean one.
Forgot.
Fun fact, I wanted this game to have 30 donuts, but I actually miscounted how many I had placed overall, and didn't realize I placed an extra one in the beach. You can't really, like, lock, at least in this game, with like, what I did here, you can't really lock levels behind, like, an amount of collectibles, like you can, like, say, Mario 64 with, like, the star doors. So I just had to just awkwardly shove this way far away from the other levels and say, like, hey, please do this last. Thanks. Tower, 1 donut. Alright, here's like the level a lot of people seem to like remember from this game. A lot ends up acting like as a filter, even though it never really meant to be, because I wanted people to beat this. I didn't want to make like a it's so hard, everyone's gonna suffer when they play this. No, I wanted people to like push themselves and beat it. And a lot of people did.
What music is this one from?
This song is from Toho. I don't remember which Toho exactly kept
Yeah, I
singing.
forget too.
Hold on, options. Let me just... This song is louder than everything else in the game.
Yeah.
One of the Toho games. I want to say Toho 8? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is Imperishable Night.
I kind of just scrolled through like Toho songs and thought, yeah, this one's cool, I like this. I've been told this first like platforming challenge here at the base of the tower is the hardest part. That tends to be like the big filter to decide, are you gonna climb this thing or not? I didn't intend for it to be that way. I think
Yes,
it's
I
like,
would killed any
Toho 7,
platforms.
that one sounds a lot more serene.
hey, how are
This
things
is
going?
Toho 8, I'm pretty sure.
This level's a bit harder than the rest, but I'm sure you can make it. The signs were actually genuinely a last-minute addition to this level. Like, I think a couple days before release, I had a friend Rain, playtest this game, and he was like not having this level. He does not like this type of level design at all. So I decided to include a level skip that you don't get the donut, but you can still just finish the game if you want. And also I added the signs to encourage you to get to the top. I also had friend Golden playtest this game. First I made him a special build that was just this level, because I figured he's the type of audience for this level design. So I wanted to see what he thought of it, and he loved it. So watch out for the correct blocks there. They'll fall apart on being touched. Oh no. Or you could just jump over them, I suppose.
Personally, I believe that Pika Game 65 should be levels like this, and that's it.
I'm already working on a game that's all tower levels, so...
Yeah.
People thought, the falling blocks don't respawn unless you actually die. So, people think, you get, a limited amount of attempts because of these.
Ooh.
Not really. You can skip them just fine. Hey, so, I was worried this level was a bit much. It's definitely a difficulty spike above the rest of the game. I'm proud of you making it this far, so I give you this. If you take this traffic block, you'll be sent to an early level exit. It's meant to be for those that normally don't play this type of platforming, but would like to still see the ending. Of course, I'd rather recommend you do the rest of the level. I have full confidence you can make it. I believe in you. If you've fallen back down here and realize this type of level design really isn't your cup of tea, there's no shame in taking the easier option. Might as well just show off what's over here. Originally this was a super tiny platform, and then I watched someone streaming this game rage on this level, take the exit, and then fall off the platform, and I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
So with the update released a couple days ago, I made this huge thing you cannot fall off of.
That sign right there calls you a pussy.
Hey, sorry all that. That's a typo, okay.
Hey, it's alright.
At least you knew when to throw in the towel, and that's okay. I hope soon you can consider coming back and trying to get to the top again. Can't get 100% completion without that, I suppose. And then I added this sign. There's nothing to find up here, just a wall keeping you from falling off. Well, I guess there's a sign here. You found a sign. But I'm not taking the skip. We're climbing the whole thing today. I did have Golden do a full version of gameplay test, and he did like the game. I'd always told myself I want Golden to be the person who playtests my games, because he's good at just by existing, finding bugs in games no one else ever would have known existed. And you know what? He did. I did get to see him play it, but he told me about how sometimes he'd load into a level and then just fall to the ground. Even though through all my playtesting, I had never encountered that issue ever. I decided to raise all the spawn points by a little bit, just to make sure that doesn't happen.
You a darling.
He's not the only one that does that. I have that power too, you just don't know about it.
These are the cubes. The cubes are cool.
Yeah.
I think originally I had, in this specific area, I had this block you had to climb up while avoiding spikes. Or not really not a really precarious way, it was just kind of slow. Golden told me he didn't like that, because when you'd fall back down, you had to do that bit of the climb again. That was a little annoying, so I scrapped that entirely and put these cool blocks here instead.
And everyone loves the cubes.
The cubes are cool.
Oh no!
In general, a lot of the series of platforms are just kind of what would I think would look interesting? Like these here, where these get like progressively smaller. Ah! You can catch yourself so generously in this game. Which means that cool tower game will be very kind, actually, probably.
This is like Mario.
Also, yeah, if you couldn't tell, this is very much inspired by, like, those kind of, like, Faudian game design games, like, you know, Getting Over It, Roblox, Eternal Towers of Hell, stuff like that.
Slip like a Freudian. Nose Drake.
Shut up.
He used to call me on the cell phone.
Congrats on making it to the halfway
That's right.
point. A lot of people read this particular sign and got mad that they were only halfway up. Thank you for not taking the level skip. I assure you that it'll all be worth in the end. Just remember that's all about nerve control. Catching yourself isn't that bad.
I still think for your cool tower game, I think you should go for a more remorseless approach.
Maybe in some areas, yeah.
Get mean with it.
I mean, if you do make like more levels on this concept, you should definitely have platforms that have like a chunkier base to them.
I find this type of level design like fascinating. Just there's a lot of like interesting psychology you can really derive from this like kind of level design. I think it's hard to put to words, but
Yeah, like we were talking about that last night, where if you fall, it's sort of like a Northern Line mentality where you kind of just go back up.
yeah, there's no game over state in this. You just pick yourself up and keep going. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. I'm so proud of you for coming all this way, despite all the potential falls along the way. It's only a little further from here. Keep your head up high. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't really let you look straight up that well. And also the draw distance doesn't really let you see like the full scale of the tower. Those are both things Sky helped me fix up for the tower game I keep mentioning, by the way. So
Teaser trail at the end of the stream.
Pepsi, Claire is gonna bite you.
What?
Dude, it's a thing I heard from Northern Lion.
Yeah, that's a stupid thing. It's so fucking dumb.
I think it's called like Perseverance or something.
So this next bit hangs a bit over the void. No trouble really, it's not as bad as it seems. You made it this far, say you can't get much further. I really like the idea that you have to like conserve your boost until like, or like your dash or whatever, until you really have to use it. A lot of people would just use it somewhere at the point in this and realize, oh, I have to like conserve it. I think it adds like a like puzzle element to the platforming in this game. I like it. Yeah. Ah!
Oh no!
Yeah, catching yourself is so easy in this. What else can I say about this game? There's like...
There's Pikachu in it.
I had to do a lot of like Frankensteining, like the code of Celeste 64 to like... Because Celeste 64 is like... It's not bad, it's just...
Man.
It's very much made in like a week, so there's a lot of...
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh man.
Nice.
That's
Hey, gotta find something to talk about.
Yeah, a lot of Celeste 64, I don't know if you've ever, like, when played it, but there's a lot of little things that just kind of suck about it. Like...
Yeah, I know the, like, big issue is, like, the depth perception in that game.
Yeah! Only game I've ever played where I had trouble with depth perception. It's so weird.
What exactly did you do to
Because you're
change that
shaded.
in this game?
See the little, like, circles below me? Celeste 64 already has, like, a Z guide in this. You know, like a lot of platformers, you have a drop shadow to tell you where you land.
Yeah.
But in Celeste 64, it's barely visible. Like, it's genuinely useless. So, oh shoot. I made it like this. I made it so blatant, like where it is. Basically taking from the Crash Bandicoot 4 Z guide. That one is very well designed. I like that one a lot. I keep voice cracking a lot today. I know one really jank thing I did was like, at the top of the tower, there's a cartridge that brings you to the like credits area. I did, trying to think. It works in a weird way. So cartridges, or at least cassettes as they're called in Celeste 64, is that if you touch if you're in the hub world, you touch a cartridge and you touch a cassette and you enter the cassette level. And then you touch the cassette again in that level and you just go back to the hub. I didn't realize that's how it worked, so when playtesting the tower, I made it to the top, then it just sends you back to the hub. It didn't bring you to the credits area.
Oh.
I had to like go into the code and figure out like what part of it did that. And instead of just like reworking it to be what I want, I just like quietly commented out the one line that does that. And Sky said like, hey, don't do that. That might like make a memory leak or something bad, but I don't know, it worked, so I don't care. As far as I know, the game is as optimized as Celeste 64 is, which is like okay, so. Come on. Yes?
They did put Isaac in Fortnite. You can look it up.
Alright.
It's real.
I'm sure you're well aware of this, but the spikes are an instant kill. If you touch one of those spikes, it's back to the bottom for you. Just take a deep calming breath before doing this bit, alright?
It's an evil thing to say.
I want to know, if you're feeling real, like, dangerous, you can actually use, like, really clever dashes to, like, skip the spikes by, like, jumping around them.
Yeah.
You should try
I'm
that,
not
right?
doing that, but I would love to see, like, a speedrunner, like, huge balls do that and get the world record because of it. Yeah, here, right here is, like, a good spot to do the skip. I would not recommend it, though.
Oh, I thought you meant like around the corner from where you were climbing when you said that.
Yeah, because you
Like,
looked
yeah,
like
to here.
You could
right,
probably
yeah.
also do that, but I don't know if that would really help you as much.
I mean, get you all the way around.
Anyways, Epic, contact me so we can do Pika Game X Fortnite.
I don't think that's how that's gonna
I
happen.
think they'd contact like Nintendo or something maybe. I don't know.
Nintendo didn't make this game.
I think, yeah.
Or the
I think the Pokemon Company should give me the legal right to Pikachu.
Yep.
Because this,
What would you do it with?
But everything else is fair game, but we gotta give this one up.
Anyway, I was poking through some old files I had, and I found an RPG Maker project I completely forgot I ever, like, started. And by started, I mean I made one room, I replaced the character sprite, and that was it. I never really had the ambition to go further with it, unfortunately. But
Are you getting back on it?
no, because now the files are gone.
No.
But tell me if you've heard this
No.
before. It was a little game
It's-
where you played as a Pikachu, and you basically explored some sort of diary, in a sense.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Why did I jump? Why did I
Fortnite?
jump? Oh, development secret. This sign is from Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh.
I wanted a good
Nice.
sign model, so I was like, Mario. Actually, unused in the files is an arrow sign from Mario Galaxy. I never found a good place to use it.
You should have used it right here, and then you just point where to go. You go up, and then you go down, and you go that way, and then you go up, and then you go yep, that way, yep, and go that, yep, and go that way, yep, yeah.
I guess I
yep.
could like
Tripping
show
around.
off like the unused models and stuff, but they're not that interesting since they're all just like ripped from other video games. Since I cannot make models on my own. I'll note the donut model is actually the one model I made myself, and that's only because like making a donut is like the Blender tutorial thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even follow the
Mm,
tutorial to
donut.
make the donut. I just like modeled the donut all on my own. Consider me smart.
Donut. When is Sim 64 coming out?
Never.
Oh,
No.
come on, man.
This is the only game I will make where it has a
been in
copyrighted
progress
character
for like
that's
100
yellow.
years.
Come on.
Okay. Downloading a model from some website. Nice.
Nice.
In high school, I did like this like same engineering class multiple times because all I would do is just like sit in the back and just like print cool stuff with the 3D printers, just finding stuff online for free to download and
Really?
print.
That's awesome.
I got
Did the teacher
like
not
good
care?
grades for just like printing stuff and say like, hey, check out this cool thing. And I was like, awesome.
Really?
That was it.
That's kind of a W. Not gonna lie.
What I would do in like my senior year is I would just like select something to print, and then I just go on my phone and play Pokemon. That would be the whole
Nice.
class that day.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know in the back of the classroom there was this like, okay, so the senior year class I did, that was like not like a normal engineering class like the others, but it was like, actually, hold on, let me quiet down for this bit. Okay, trying to think. So that class was this weird, like most of the students were over in like the wood shop doing stuff, so the teacher was over there helping them, making sure they don't cut their hands off. And I was like one of 3 students who stayed in the main classroom 3D printing stuff. In the back of the classroom was like an arcade machine that was like, it was like a like custom made thing like out of wood, and there was like a Raspberry Pi in there. I think it was from like some cool group project like years ago or something.
Yo, fines do 40K? Oh,
So-
that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting.
I'd always been curious about that arcade machine. So one day when the teacher was like in the other room, I just like walked over to it, reached inside the little hole in the front, and found the power button for the Raspberry Pi. And then we would just like play like Street Fighter 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom 1 on it. It was really cool.
Oh.
That's awesome, actually.
And then
Bro,
of
my
course
engineering
like
class-
when class was like
They're
nearing
not doing
over, so the teacher was about to like head back to the main room, I'd quickly like shut it off and then pretend I was like doing work. Imagine he's
in
watching
my,
right now and he's like, "You were what?" All right. This is the final part.
What do you mean they aren't racist? I promise they are normal. I'm normal. I play.
That final
40K.
traffic block jump is all or nothing. Don't be afraid to stand on it for a while to get a feel for how it goes, for how far it goes. And just one more note, since this is the final sign here. This level is dedicated to a specific kind of person. A person who never gave up. A person who would keep falling back down to the bottom, beaten and bruised, but would get back up and start from the beginning again. I had a specific person I know in mind when I made this level, and I bet it's reading this sign and smiling a bit, knowing it's him. Golden.
Aw.
But even with him aside, I still dedicate this level to you, the player that's reading this. Despite all the hardships and struggles you likely face coming up here, you still want to see it through to the end, and I think that's amazing. Even if you initially chose the level skip, but later decided to come back here, you told yourself, I'm going to make it to the top, and you did. You have dedication, one of the most important skills a person can have. Maybe I'm saying this all too early. You're right next to the final jumps. Well, I shouldn't hold you any longer. So you're at the finish line. The final traffic block jumps are incredibly mean. I'm like scared of this, but I'll be fine.
You got it. Is this like a lock-in, or can we talk?
Hold on. Okay. God, it's intense. Okay.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yay!
there we go. Okay, now it's
Almost
not
missed the
fall off.
donut.
Okay, now jump out.
Dubs. Okay.
I'm so proud of you. I knew from the very beginning that you would make it up here. I know that's I know it's some cheesy thing you'd read on some inspiration poster in a classroom, but you can do anything you set your mind to. Let your accomplishment today be proof of that. Uphead is a special level that has the credits and special things. Go on ahead, you earned it. Okay. The music here, is a MIDI of Chaos in the Sky theme. I decided to put the Final Fantasy VI sound file on, just to be like it's somewhat original. This whole area here is clearly like based on like the credits or Chaos in the Sky.
Yeah.
Credits. First of all, this game would not be possible without Extremely OK Games' work on Celeste 64. This game is built from that framework and would never exist without it. Soundtrack credits. Hub. What? Okay. I should fix that. Ice Age 2, Game Boy Advance OST, Ian Stalker. Play Place, Sky. Robots GBA OST, Ian Stalker. Mall, Barbie Horse Adventures GBA OST, Composer Unknown.
Ooh.
Library, Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver OST, Go Ichinos, I think. Cause Wikipedia credits multiple composers for that game, and I couldn't figure out which one did which song, so... Title, Pokemon Crystal OST, also Go Ichinos, maybe. Tower, Toho 8 OST, Zune. See content / music folder for more info. If you open this game's files and go into the music folder, I actually provided there's like a TXT file in there linking a YouTube playlist of the songs used in this game.
Oh.
Very convenient if there's anything you liked. The Pikachu model is modified from Pokemon Stadium 2. Sven Co-op map database for the skyboxes. Friend Fearless Moon for the 100% completion icon. I just like DM'd her one day like, hey, real quick, can you sketch a Pikachu with a donut? And she just did that. And I said, cool, can I put this in my game? And she said, yeah, so... And of course, thank you to Sky Kitten Puppy for fixing up the model and other random help. Check out their website, bgo.gay. Notice like the tail will like change blue, kind of like Celeste when you boost. Yeah, Sky had to do that for me. I couldn't figure out how to do that. Also, in general, the tail model, because originally it was like flat, so you'd only see it from one side. Sky made like a custom little tail model, and it looks nice. Or maybe
By the
Sky
way,
just
I really like
tore off
that
another Pikachu model. I can't
message.
remember.
I really like that message that Claire put in.
Pikachu.
HH Greg.
Okay, Sky made it. Yay. Special thanks. A special thank you to all my friends who cheered me on while they worked on this game. Sky Kitten Puppy, Golden God, Pepsi Farborough, Overwished, Surge, Blues6458, Trains, Main Luigi in Smash Bros, Dead Snakes, Fearless Moon, King, Red Rain 000, Sojourner, Genki, Aurora, Capicchio, Shinx, I'm Jenny, Bees, PC9, Spirit Pie, Daffodil, Curse Synth, Dimes, Indecipherable Insect, Jamie, and also a special thank you to my mom. I never told her about this project, but I love her, so she gets a special thanks. Also, thanks to Jazz Rabbit on the Fuji Discord for fixing the title screen music code. I can sleep comfortable at night knowing it works right now. There's comments in the code of me, like, swearing angrily for, like, the title screen music just not working at all. Jazz Rabbit had to, like, fix it for me. Awesome person. Oh, and thanks to users who played this game and made videos/streams on it. Aswell Gamer, Tsuniko, Cat Lover Mimi, Luna Princess Ninjato, and Curly Michael 1. And of course, Vinny Vine Sauce. And of course, a special thanks to you. The idea that you took time out of your day, took time out of your life to play my game. That just means the world to me. I felt a lot of doubt in this game. That it wasn't enough to be considered a video game. That I'm just making a lazy waste of time that won't mean anything to anyone. Well, if you played all the way through this and something about it spoke to you, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed my own little work of art. The cartridge ahead will bring you back to the hub. The only way to come back here is by doing the climb again. So I recommend you enjoy this while it lasts. Again, thank you for playing this game. If you enjoyed this, maybe follow me on Blue Sky? sbkr1.bsky.social. My DMs on there are open, so feel free to let me know what you thought of my game. There's not really much else to find around here. I basically just scattered around a bunch of trees just to fill space.
It's a pretty good area.
It is very nice. It feels good to, like, be here. Alright, I'm going back now. I don't think there's really anything else I can really show off or discuss in the game itself. I think I've covered just about everything with this game now. Alright, yeah, there's like the 100% icon Fearless made. It's very good.
Cool.
So that's Pika Game 64. Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.
Yay! Yay!
Oh wait, hold on.